today's video, we'll be looking at woke conspiracy theory TikToks that will make you question reality.
If you take the battery out of your phone, I can still listen to you. In the old days when you took the batteries out, you take the batteries out and think you're good, and you go in there and skiff, and you can talk about whatever you want. Oh, I could still listen to you.
Damn.
We were doing stuff that you could never find what we were doing, ever, and you never will. And it's in every piece of equipment right now, in every chip right now, there's stuff. And where are we buying all the chips from?
China.
Peace.
Man, they probably got chips and everything. Probably this screen that I'm looking at right now probably has like a hidden some microphone somewhere, listens to everything that I got going on. Yo, it's crazy out here.
Divine love to all the guys and goddesses, all the high vibrational, beautiful souls and spirits. So, man, we'll be talking about the whole AI thing, man. Artificial intelligence. Let's dive in. So, before I start off, man, I just want to say, man, when everybody is doing it, it should give you a sign not to do it. When everybody is doing it, it should give you a sign not to do it. You feel me? Okay, so not only is the AI using y'all face, scanning y'all face, using y'all facial expressions, you feel me, for Mach 5 robots, that's synthetic robots, for clones and shit. Now, if they want to come and get you, to clone you, they know all your facial expressions, everything about you, details and everything. Not only that, but when you download the app on your phone, agree to the terms and services and everything, they inside your phone now. They know everything y'all got going on. Zeus created this shit. Satan, the bad one, the bad guy. They created this shit. You know how bad they've been trying to fucking computerize us, man? When I say that, I mean turn us into fucking computers, man. To fucking bots. Ain't no lie, man. This shit really pissed me off. Cause it be grown motherfuckers doing it. Grown motherfuckers doing it. If you see celebrities doing it, they should tell you not to do it. Because they the ones that got the celebrities doing it. Just so you can do it. Now everybody wanna know how they future baby gonna look. Fuck out of here. AIs. These are artificial intelligent beings that they trying to make. Fucking eyes. Robots that we can fucking live amongst. Shit is all computerized, man. Right here, they tell you this shit been out for decades. But now they finally got this shit that they can use to farther it. And what's that? These fucking apps and shit they coming out, y'all helping them. Will Smith movie I, Robot told y'all about this shit, man. The video game Detroit Become Human told y'all about this shit, man. I just don't get it, man. It's like y'all know the fucking truth, but y'all don't give a fuck. As long as everybody doing it, oh, I want to do it too. Like, what type of time is we fucking living in, man? Y'all gotta get that shit together, bruh. Y'all have to get that shit together, man. Y'all have to get that shit together, bruh. Some of y'all is too fucking old for this shit. I love, value, appreciate, and adore every single last one of y'all. Ground, sun gates, detox, meditate, and fast. I see everything. Peace, family.
Speaking of that AI stuff, do you guys watch Black Mirror? Yo, the latest season of Black Mirror, I watched the first episode and it blew my mind with the AI and everything that's going on. And then I think it was literally just yesterday, there was a report came out that Hollywood's trying to use people's faces and just pay them, I think, a one-time payment of $200, and then they have the rights to your face in all movies. And it's like, this is literally what the Black Mirror episode was talking about. So anything that happens in Black Mirror is probably going to happen in real life.
This comment right here, you have to leave the US to eat real food? Let's get into this. And hopefully you guys aren't still eating Chick-fil-A. This chicken sandwich has 55 ingredients, not to mention a few toxic dyes as well, but let's continue. I mean, come on guys, if the ingredients list is this long, you might want to reconsider putting the food into your body. Let's continue. And for all the non-believers, look at the comparison between the US and the UK. Look how much crap they're putting into our food, and look what the UK gets. Why is this a thing? Here's another example. Why are they putting BHT in our food? That stuff's been known to cause cancer. They're just doing it for the freshness. But why isn't Kellogg's in the UK doing it? Can somebody explain to me in the comment section? Let's continue. I mean, are you guys not seeing this? Look at the comparison between the same company, but sold in different countries. Look what we get in the US, all those toxic dyes and things that are gonna harm us. Look what the UK gets. What? I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm getting sick of this. Look what they're putting into our food. Go to the UK version. Why are any of those toxic dyes in their food? Why are Americans having to suffer like this? This is too much. Like, honestly, I don't get it. Why can't we learn from the UK and use natural flavors and natural dyes? Why do we have to use these substitutes that are causing illnesses and cancers? What the heck is going on? Even though this comparison doesn't look as bad, why do we have more ingredients still? Why does the UK have less?
He keep asking why, but we all know why, and I'm sure he also knows why.
You can clearly see that UK does not want their people sick. What does America want for us?
And they allow us to stay sick and toxic. Number 4, Heinz ketchup. You know, the kind you're going to find in almost every restaurant in America. Heinz ketchup is GMO free in the United Kingdom, but full of genetically modified organisms and high fructose corn syrup in the United States, along with lab-produced natural flavorings, which not all of them are bad, but from a company like this, they're bad. And it helps create an addiction to the product. Think of that the next time you're dipping your fries and you can't stop eating that ketchup.
Listen, guys, when I do these videos, it's just to inform you and to wake some people up. Now let's continue.
Doritos. Now, both versions of Doritos are horrible, but the American Doritos are covered in artificial dyes. They're all made from petroleum, the red number 40, the blue number 1, the yellow number 5, super toxic. The dyes have been found to be contaminated with carcinogens, such as benzidine. Benzenes can create some really ugly blood cancers if overconsumed.
Whoa. Did he say blood cancer? If you want more about this, like, comment, and share. Thank you.
Gotta watch what you eat. Seriously.
If you consuming eggs, beef, cheese, and dairy, then expect mucus, expect disease. You know, you found out that meat is not good for our digestive system.
Our bodies are not built that way. Our whole system, it's built to be omnivores, which is plant-based eating, which is strange, like I said, because we're here trying to ingest meat and break this down in our stomachs, but we can't because we don't have the proper bodily functions to do that.
We're not animals, period.
The power of the system we live in is to make people believe things that are so ridiculous on the face of it, but they've been told it over and over and over since the day they were born that they can't question it anymore. Many of the things, like the sun is a good example. For someone to say the sun's a hell of a lot closer to us than 93 million.
Yo, look at that. Look at the sun. It's in the clouds, clearly.
Miles, the average person's going to roll their eyes. This is the system protecting itself in the lie that we have been constructed into. A lot of people will go at this and say, well, why did we get lied to? Well, you can think of basic reasons, like to deny someone the knowledge of knowing where they exist. That deprives a human being of almost everything. To not even understand where you exist denies you really much ability to know where you're going to go, where you've come from, the things that are even possible in this place, because you don't even know what this place is.
You're saying that after a Big Bang, even with the law of thermodynamics called entropy, which we'll get to in a second, somehow our galaxy ended up being a perfectly flat plane? Not just is the solar system a flat plane, the entire Milky Way galaxy is a flat plane, where all the planets spin in the same direction. The odds of that are less than winning the Mega Lotto every single day for thousands of years. Now look at the moon. The moon is a perfect circle. The odds that that happened after Big Bang and just chaos of atoms and particles and dust and rocks colliding is 0. The odds are literally 0. There's no force, there's no wind, there's no erosion, there's no water, there's no force acting upon that moon that would make it a perfect sphere. The odds that the spin of the moon is exactly the same speed as it rotates around the Earth, again, are 0. If it was 1/4 of 1 mile per hour different, it would slowly turn. And there is 0 physics explanations with the model of gravity as we know it to explain why its axis rotation is exactly matching it rotate around us so that we only see one side. Light being shined upon a sphere does not make the luminescence the same all the way across. You can do a test with a tennis ball and a flashlight. It's impossible. It can't happen. It only happens on two-dimensional objects. Seeing as you've only seen one side of the moon because of its miraculous rotation and its perfect circle, and the fact that the luminescence is the same across the whole thing, implies, I'm not stating this, it implies it's a two-dimensional object. Okay? The size and weight of the moon, according to science, it is impossible for it to be rotating around our Earth. The way the moon was created according to mainstream science is that an object the size of Mars hit Earth and created the moon. That's nonsense. We would have rings like Saturn. Where's all the dust? Where's all the debris? Where's everything? That all just disappeared? That makes no sense at all. Next up, the sun is 400 times bigger and miraculously 400 times farther away than the moon. And like two machine-cut quarters, they line up perfectly to make an eclipse. The odds of that are 1 in trillions times 1 in trillions times 1 in trillions. It's not possible. That the perfect circles in this world line up perfectly with something 400 times larger from a third factor, which is your fixed position on an Earth, that they claim is spinning 1,000 miles an hour. The shadow of the eclipse is 70 miles wide. There is no way to make a shadow smaller than the object. Of course, there are people that say umbra, because like goats, they've been trained to say that, but they cannot recreate an umbra on Earth. They only believe it because they've been indoctrinated to believe it since the time of their birth by people who want to remove their connection to God.
Science is a bit of a religion now. When you come into a scientific group and you challenge NASA, they're not going to talk to you. They're just going to call you a silly man and ignore everything you say. Well, see, this is the programming of science doing this. Science should be dictating that anything we can question should be questioned, and yet this is not what we see.
The law of entropy is that matter and energy naturally go from order to chaos. If you break a glass, even after 1 billion years, the broken shards will not reform into the glass because objects have a tendency towards entropy, towards dissolving, towards breaking apart. So how do we have a human eyeball from a Big Bang? The Big Bang happens and it creates a never-ending waterfall, cascade, domino effect of atoms smashing against each other in an empty darkness for eternity. So given the law of entropy that things go from order to chaos, how on earth do we have the structure of a human eyeball in which we can see light and then recreate the light in our minds as images that represent our physical reality? It contradicts to a point of laughable mockery.
Yo, if that wasn't one of the most wokest videos I've ever seen, that's crazy.
Why are you down here?
Yeah, what really happened?
Do y'all think this is art? There's no way. Oh, man, look. Why are you touching shit? Now watch, we won't never see his ass again. Watch.
I don't know. For me, I believe in God. I'm very religious. Came up in the church, so anything that has to do with Satan, I can't rock with.
And he's not the only person talking about this. In fact, Offset from the Migos actually mentioned specifically about so many people worshiping the devil, and was even mocked for it by none other than Lil Uzi Vert, who then put a 666 symbol and so forth. But here's what he had to say.
All y'all went upside down cross. Even my little partners, man. Stop that shit, boy. You look lame. All that worship the devil. He was God, man.
And these aren't the only guys who are pointing this out. In fact, some of them are talking about how it's, this tongue-in-cheek thing. And then some have said, hey, I just DM'd him and asked him about, are you about Satan? Are you about just destroying this world? And here's what a couple of different artists had to say.
Well, you said that Lil Uzi Vert is the devil.
Yeah, he's most definitely the devil.
Definitely the devil?
Without a doubt.
Why is he the devil?
To be actually honest, I talked to bro. See, I'm a DMer. Like, I'll slide in somebody's DM ASAP.
Okay.
I slid in his DM and I asked him, I was like, bro, like, are you here to, like, destroy the earth? And he said, yeah, I believe that. He said all his friends are dead, and most of them died.
Lil Uzi Vert had the upside down cross.
He had multiple ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum upside down crosses.
Time's changing, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing when people thought it was up. But now, 20 years later, you know what I'm saying? Here it comes again, and now upside down crosses, which is disrespectful to my elders. You know what I mean? People can put the spin on it all they want to, but the way I was raised, you know, is disrespectful.
So it seems like there are plenty of people that are like, wait a second, I don't know how much you're just joking about all of this, pushing this, and even singing about converting your city girl girlfriend into believing in Satan, which was actually something that the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, would do. Would take women and take advantage of them and then force them to worship Satan. And this is somebody rapping about this, and people think, oh, this is all just tongue-in-cheek. It's so funny. Oh, he just loves Marilyn Manson, and he loves, on his Instagram page, taking pictures of people with pentagrams, and he loves having all of this satanic imagery on his albums and so forth. And a lot of the people that are around him are saying, no, I don't think this is so much of an act. And then we see that he is bridging a gap here. And this is something that has happened plenty of times in music, whether it was Jay-Z with Linkin Park or with Lil Uzi Vert now and Bring Me the Horizon. And if you guys have never heard about them, they are openly God haters.
I guess I'd always consider myself atheist, so at least I don't believe in like an organised religion. It never really played much part in my life until I guess maybe a year or so ago, when it was kind of like I was in a really bad place, in a real dark place, and I ended up going to get some help and stuff. And in this particular, I guess, treatment or whatever you want to call it, one of the main things was actually like handing yourself over to God. And I just didn't understand that, and it made me really angry, and it kind of really made me sad as well, because I just don't think placing your hopes in something that clearly doesn't exist. You know what I mean? I guess for me, I wanted to get better for myself, and I wanted to get better for my friends and my family, and not for like, I guess, just this faceless God.
Song after song after song that mocks God, mocks Christians, hates God. In fact, in quite a few interviews, they've talked about this and been open about their hatred towards, of course, they say religion, and we can do an entire episode just on some of the ignorance, and it breaks my heart because people think that, and I say this once again, coming from an atheistic background, where at some point I thought, oh, I'm intellectual because I'm an atheist. But then when you listen to people actually try to explain just the very foundation of the universe, just explain who we are, why we're here, purpose for this life, the reason why we have any moral inclinations whatsoever or anything like that, you realize, wow, that's a lot of words to explain something that really doesn't make any sense without a one true God. But not just that, but some of the ignorance you see them push, religion starts all these world wars. With just a good quick Google search, you could find out very quickly that that's not true. But people think this is the side of the intellect. And a lot of times it's simply because rebellion to this degree is, I think.
Uh-oh, Jamie Foxx.
Thank you, Jamie. Oh my God, it's your purse. Wait, son.
Let's not forget how his family was asking for all his fans, for prayers. They didn't know what the outcome was gonna be. They didn't know if he was gonna make it. All the close friends, people that really knew him in real life, was preparing for the worst. So all of a sudden, now he's on a boat when we still ain't heard him say a word yet. He still ain't said a word. How we know this Jamie right here? How do we know this is Jamie right here? He can't even do a quick video on his Instagram and tell his fans, thank you for the prayers. I'm good, y'all. No, something ain't right about this situation, man.
That's Tyrone.
When we already know. They clone Tyrone, man.
Mm-hmm. That's Tyrone.
They clone Tyrone. And this is his next movie that's finna come out in about 2 weeks. And he got this old video pinned to make it seem like he done said something new. This video from August of 2022. And they tried to pin it. To make it seem like he done said something new. They cloned Tyrone, man. The same shit with Martin Lawrence, man. Same shit with Martin Lawrence when he was running in the street, man.
Oh, yeah.
The same shit, man. What that say? That nigga was found on Tyrone Avenue when he was running in the street with the gun. Yes, Martin Lawrence too. I believe Martin Lawrence has been cloned as well. I'm telling y'all, man, something ain't right with this, man. Something ain't right. You can't be, you can't play that little role and act like, we trying to respect his privacy. Any other time TMZ be pestering motherfuckers, celebrities be ready to knock their ass out, how much they be getting on these folks' nerves. So don't try to play that little role where, we trying to respect his privacy when he's a public figure. And y'all made this whole thing public. The daughter was the one that broke the news on Instagram. Let's not forget about this movie right here. Look at this movie cover, y'all.
Ooh,
what that look like?
That's a coffin.
What that look like? That look like a whole motherfucking coffin. They done put dog in a whole coffin for the movie last year, Day Shift. And it look like fire he's in. He's in hell fire. You hear me? And they got this man in a casket, man.
Yes. Can men get pregnant? Hell no. We're not fucking, what's we call them? Seahorses. We not that. We are asking people if men can get pregnant at Columbia University, and then we're gonna go to Harlem and ask the same question. Do you guys think men can get pregnant?
If you identify as a man and you have the reproductive parts to get pregnant, then yeah, you can get pregnant.
Like, it's a yes. Obviously it's a yes. There's no question.
Someone that identifies as a man can have a uterus and potentially get pregnant.
If the man has the same body structure like women with the here, maybe he can pregnant. Yeah, if you're transgender, I believe you can do the whole procedure.
So you define your way into pregnancy, right?
You can now, yeah.
Can men get pregnant?
I want no part of this. Well, yes.
I feel hurt.
Yes. Do you want any part of it? No. So that was Columbia, and this is Harlem, and we're gonna ask the same question. Can men get pregnant? What do you guys think? Can men get pregnant? Hell no.
Men cannot get pregnant. That's BS, because they don't got a uterus. Hello. Yeah, they don't have uterus.
A lot of people have been telling us they can. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's outrageous, bro, for the men. We're here to, put the seed inside the female.
We're not fucking, what's we call them? Seahorses. We not that.
Yeah, we ain't no fucking seahorses. We can get them pregnant.
Man,
Men is not to have baby. God created woman and man to make baby. That's man.
A lot of people have been telling us that men can get pregnant. Have you been hearing this at all?
No, I have not.
You don't have a clue what they're talking about?
No.
What's crazy and what I'm taking from this is that these people live in literally 2 different universes, 2 different realities. Because if you're on Columbia University, all you hear is this one narrative. But once you get outside of that, it's a whole nother narrative. So it's just crazy how they can separate the mindsets of people just like that.
Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
No, not really.
They're telling you that if a man has those parts, then they can get pregnant. That's what they were saying.
Really?
Does that make any sense to you?
No, not really. No, they don't have a uterus, bro. You really can't. It don't make no sense to me. Well, only women do.
So what's your opinion on that they think men can get pregnant?
It sounds kind of dumb to me.
I'll tell you what we've been hearing. So they say that if a man has a uterus, has a woman's parts, then they can get pregnant. That's what they're telling me.
Okay, I guess that makes sense, but they would be a woman.
God is the creator of this world as far as I know. He made a woman and he made a man, and he made us for a purpose. Man is never gonna have a baby, so people that's thinking like that are crazy. And you better know they crazy.
So, if you know my face, you'll know that this is a different page that I'm on now, because my main account on TikTok has just got banned. The Matrix finally got their way. They've been trying to silence me for a while, and this is just the way they can do it. They just, permanently ban my old account. So I'm gonna be using this one from now on. I did send in an email to see if I can get back my old account, my main account, but I doubt it. I've always tried to do that with all the accounts I've had on TikTok, and they never come back.
Oh, so he got banned.
But this is not the end of me. This is just gonna make me stronger. Still gonna share truth when I need to, and yeah. So go follow this page if this rocks up on the For You page or whatever, and you know who I am. Follow this page because this will be my new page from now on. So yeah.
Man, that's crazy, y'all. I hope they never take my page away. What do you guys think about Jamie Foxx? Is that the real Foxx? Did they clone Tyrone? I don't even think Jamie Foxx is his real name. It's crazy. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But these are some of the most woke TikTok videos that you need to know. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.